Hi, Bo here from High Tech Investment, and it's time again to talk about the Profit Retriever profits and time for a view back on the last 4 weeks, exactly what is happening if you are trading our signals here. And I can tell you this is not a rerun. Last week we had $10,000 over the 4-week period. This week we have very similar, but we do have one update, and that is one new signal made it into the top 10, which means another one left. But that is pretty much it. That is how stable the results are. But also this particular week here was extremely good. Profits are definitely up again. You can see that also on the top 5 posting we're going to go through here today. And obviously you can also see the changes in here on the top 10 results, which is the most important ones, where you can actually find the best signals either to trade for yourself or go through the CopyLink service in here to make sure that you have some real good results that continue to basically provide you a stable income. But let's have a look at the top 5 for this particular week, because the profits is looking very good. And the first one we have here is actually not an index this time around. It is the US Swiss francs, which has been on the move this week. And luckily this particular EA was in the right direction, and that actually meant $1,025 here, or 10.3%. This is highly unusual. We see such high numbers here normally from US Swiss francs, but there was quite of a move. The US dollar lost a bit. It is now coming back, and the EA cashed in on that particular move, so well done. Aussie USD number 2 also here did quite well, again because of the fluctuation of the US dollar. $801 was basically the profit, or 8.0%. Then we have the first index here, the FTSE 100. So that is the one that was also doing quite well. $648 or 6.5%. So definitely not slacking off here. And then we have Euro New Zealand, $527 or 5.3%. And then the Aussie Japanese is up here again, $427 or 4.3%. So if you would have traded those top 5 results for the past week, you would have made $3,428 or 6.9%. And that is definitely very good results for the week itself. Now, obviously, again, on our website, you can find a lot more details and weekly information on these postings here. You can see them on the website as soon as you go in under the Profit Retriever here. We are posting the last 4 weeks, so you always have a very good idea of where things are moving. And also we have the video series, which you are watching right now. We also have the last 4 video series in here, so you can always follow up. You can do a bit of a rerun before you actually determining which ones you want to trade or which ones you want to copy trade in here. It's entirely up to you. On top of this, we also have the monthly profits. So everything basically put together provides you a very good tool to figure out which ones are the currencies that are basically producing the best results over time. And that is what it's all about. And you can even go and see our entirely Profit Retriever portfolio. At the moment, I believe it consists of around 25 EAs here. We haven't been able to build anything up here because we have been very busy with other projects. But you can go in and have a look there, and you can also have a look exactly of what kind of accounts you should have in here, depending on if you are trading metal or if you are trading indexes or basically just Forex. At least this is our recommendation. So you are safe and you can sleep at night and basically cash in the profits, similar to what we do here. So let's have a look at the top 10 results to see exactly how it has developed in the past week, and then obviously the last 3 weeks before that. So on the Excel, we still have number 1 to 10 in here, and underneath we have the individual currency pairs, index or metals that we are trading. And then we have the link with the link numbers in here, and you might just notice that there's a few account numbers, even though I told you they would be updated for this particular video here. Unfortunately, that is not the case, so we are still waiting for Expert Forex and Alex to come back and give us the new links so we can actually add them onto the CopyLink service. I do apologize for that, but there's not much we can do until Alex basically gets back to his Greek office, which we now understand is going to happen sometime next week. So let's hope that the next week's video will then have the individual updated accounts. But fear not, we will still go through everything as we normally do. Week 25, 26, 27, and 28 is in here. And then we have the total sum and the total percentage. Now, if we have a look at it, we can see that the best one is actually still the FTSE 100. You saw it also on the top 5 here. It was doing quite well, and it was also doing quite well on the top 5 the previous week. So this is link 101C. It was number 2 last week, but as you can see, it has moved up. It had a week 25 here, so with 0 and also 26. But after that, it has come back again here. As I mentioned many times, when we talk about the index, you have to look at it on a bigger scale than just a day or a week in here. And clearly, again, this is a confirmation with $1,587 or 15.88%. It just manages to top out and beat the number 2 in here, which is the Aussie USD number 2, and that's link 99. And that has jumped up also, and you can see exactly why. Week 28 was extremely profitable here with the $800. But overall, this has simply been better and better in the last couple of weeks, going straight from 9th position up to number 2, and then cashing in $1,509 or 15.09%. Definitely also approved. And again, that is when the profit retriever hits the right trend, then it cashes in similar to this. And number 3 in the series here also is the US Swiss francs. You saw it actually on the top 5 here. And then that is link 36C, a very old account here also. Was number 6 last week, so definitely it was in the game already. And even though week 25 was down by only $17 here, that one has also done better and better and simply cashed in on the move. It was there, $1,025, so definitely a high jumper for that particular signal here. Overall, for the total sum 4 weeks, $1,474 or 14.74%. Now, gold was actually leading. It was number 1 last week, but it had a bad week 28, not crashing or anything else like this, but only $18, so not really much. It is in a small drawdown at the moment, but as you can see, it normally cashes in quite well, quite nicely all the way through. It has only moved down to number 4 position because it's still making $1,082 or 10.83%, so definitely still in the mix. New Zealand Swiss francs also moving up, quite a stable results, and unfortunately also this is still one of our account numbers, so you cannot copy that one yet, which is very unfortunate, but fingers crossed it will be there next week. You can see the steady income it basically produces every single week, and that adds up to $973 or 9.73%. Overall, on the top 5, the right hand side here, you can see that if you would have traded those top 5 in the last 4 weeks here, you would have made $6,628 or 13.26%. Definitely very good numbers, and they are also up from the last many weeks that we have done this past. Number 6 is the Euro New Zealand and link 56C. Also here you can see there is no zeros. It's cashing in, even though it was a bit low in 25, 26. Week 27 and 28, it's up $300 and $527. Overall, $933 or 9.33%. So also here, extremely stable results right now. Aussie 200, well, you should never discount the Aussie 200, even though it was number 5 last week. It has moved down just a bit, simply because it only made $80 here for week 28. But apart from that, you can see every second week, like so many other indexes in here, it cashes in quite well, then it stands still. It could even be 0 or in slight drawdown, and then it comes back again. So it did $776 or 7.77%. So still very good also for this particular index. CAC Swiss francs is also good, has been good for a long time here. And that is the only new one. Actually, it was in number 13 position last week. It has moved up to number 8. Even though it still didn't make anything in week 25 here, we can see also this one has improved over the last couple of weeks, having very strong weeks in week 27 and 28, making overall $704 or 7.05%. So also here, very, very close race between all the top 10 contenders. If we have a look at the Great British Pounds, USD Link 100C, that was number 10 last week. It has moved one up, and again here it had a bit of a week 28 that was very, very low also. Apart from that, it is still cashing in quite well with $698 or 6.98%. So also here, pretty stable. US 30 hasn't been that stable, and again this is an index, so it seems to cash in every single week here at the moment. Link 53C was number 7 last week. It has moved down a bit because of the two zeros it got in week 25 and week 27, but still it manages $579 or 5.8%, so still pretty much up there, but some of the lower percentages is on the top 10 side here at the moment. We are looking at 4 to 6%, but a lot of other ones are high jumpers here. Now, if we have a look at the individual weeks, so week 25, you can see that was one of the very low weeks together with week 26. So 25 was $1,755, 1.76%. Week 26 was just a bit lower, $1,644 or 1.64%. And then last week, we actually saw quite a good move, almost doubling up here to $3,011 or 3.01%. And now again, this week, we can see some very good high jumpers. A lot of the ones have basically combined it in, making up $3,909 or 3.91%. And overall, when we have a look at the total sum for the 10 signals in here over the last 4 weeks, you can basically see that we managed, if you would have traded those 10 here alone, $10,320 or 10.32%. Again, very decent results and very stable results, similar to what we had previous weeks. So that is what it's all about, stability. So the name of the game is stability, as I mentioned so many times here with the Profit Retriever. And even though we are trading the 25 different signals, it's not all of them that are cashing in all the time. Sometimes they go into a drawdown for longer periods of time. Then they come back and then they work out okay, or we change the settings here to basically make them better. But it can take a bit of time. That is why it is so important to have a look at those top 10 results, because you can see they don't change from week to week, where you have completely new currency pairs in here. We have one, maybe two only that are changing over time. And if you basically take into consideration the top 5s, and you also have a look at the weekly and monthly results, plus this particular video here, we even make videos now also for the every quarter, and we did one recently here for Q2. You add all those up, you should have a very good idea and feeling of which ones are actually cashing in, which ones are the ones that are stable over time, even though they might not cash in for a week or two. Then they come back and then they deliver again. So that's why you should not shop around too much every single day or every single week, just because things are not going your way for an individual week or two. But if you have 10 signals, you don't have to look at things so closely. You can see those 10 signals here are cashing in, and it is pretty much the same signals that you saw also the week before, and so it goes. So, but obviously this is not trading results, so this is not trading advice. This is simply just information to help you and assist you in actually figuring out if you want to trade a Profit Retriever. Definitely, we are very happy with it. We have traded it for more than 500 days here. Very, very soon we will do a bit of a video on that. We have a balance already of our portfolio, more than $500,000. Equity is a bit lower, yes, because there's always drawdowns with the Profit Retriever. Nothing new there. But definitely we can see it cashing in every single month, and this month is no different. This month actually looks a lot better than the last couple of months we have seen, but we'll have to see if the trend continues, if we can actually cash in. So the last 2 months we had here before, it was doing around 18,000 every single month. Let's hope we can get up to around the 20 for that particular month, but that will be for a different video. So I hope I've given you a bit of information and good insights as again to what should be traded, when it should be traded, and what you need to keep your eye out for. So I hope to see you on one of my next videos. Bye-bye.